Hey, good morning, everybody. Happy Labor Day weekend. I hope you're having a wonderful weekend. The band Mercy Me does a song called Dear Younger Me. The premise of the song is that if you could go back in time and give yourself advice that would make your life better going forward, what would that advice be? Well, recently I had a friend from work, IM me, and he asked me, he said, if you could go back in time, your older self, talk to your younger self, what advice would you give you? Well, I'll share that with you in just a moment. But what I want you to know is that the advice I would give me, I'm sure will most likely be different than the advice you would give you. A couple rules around this, I think, though, as you do this exercise, because I think it'd be really good for you. Don't go back in time and pick a specific event and say, I would not date this person, or I would not marry this person, or I would not have played that instrument. No, rather look back, and if you have those regrets, ask yourself, what mindset, what attitude, what belief or character trait that if you had at that time would have prevented you from maybe making that mistake? And then tell yourself, build this mindset, build this character trait, and that will serve you then for the rest of your life. So when Jack asked me, what would I do? My first response, and very quickly I said, I would stop worrying. I would tell myself, dear younger me, don't worry about things. Don't sweat the small stuff. And it's all small stuff. Everything always works out. That would be advice number one. Number two, I would say, dear younger me, don't try to be who you think people want you to be. Be yourself. Be your authentic self. And the people who will love you for who you are. That was advice number two. And then finally, dear younger me, when you love with all you've got. Love with your whole heart. So those were the first three key pieces of advice I would give myself. And now, since that time when I thought about that, when I put that down and I IM'd him back, I want to live that. I want to make that a part of my life. When you go back and you look and you say, here's what I would tell myself, understand that the person telling you that is your older self, and your older self loves you and wants the best for you. Take that advice and run with it. Today's the day. Now's the time. Go do great things.